I'm going to make separate videos on repairing these two edgers here. Okay, today's video we're going to work on this edger. This is the MTD edger. This turns out it is a McLean. That edger is a 1979. I forgot to mention in the last video. But that's so much more rugged edger than this one. But this one's alright. This one's a 2002. They're both Briggs & Strattons. I think that one's 3.5 horse and this one's 3 horse. But I bet that one has more power with that float type carburetor. I pulled the diaphragm out and it's not new and I don't have any left, so I got to order another. I order these in packages of 10. Usually keep them on hand. And the air filter, yeah, it's pretty bad, so I didn't have another one of these either, so I ordered, I'll order some of these. Parts ordered up, and I'll order a diaphragm. I'll clean the carburetor and fuel tank. Yeah, the base gasket for the air cleaner, it was missing a couple screws. That one of the air cleaner screws here was missing. Got a package of diaphragms. Yeah, I had to move the operation inside as it's about 90 degrees out. And the garage actually stays pretty cool if I keep the door closed and keep it closed up in here. It won't get much above the mid 70s. I think the cold concrete floor, the cool ground is what causes that. There's no air conditioning in here, but it stays cool if I keep the garage closed up. The inside of that fuel bowl is completely rotted out on these suction type carburetors. Usually the ones with the deeper tanks have the bowl like that. The shallower tanks usually don't, but I guess they use one carburetor for them all now. So we got another tank here. Paid $19.45 for this. So here's the new fuel tank. As you can see, no rust out in there. Brand new tank. Came with the gas cap, mounting screws, gaskets, some instructions. In case if anyone wants to read them, you can pause it. I don't think there's anything on the back, it's just blank. Alright, so I'm going to start cleaning the carburetor and getting this thing together. Draining the last of the little bit of oil that was left in the engine. Looks like brand new oil coming out of it. Neither one of these had gas or oil in the engine, although that one had maybe an ounce or two. This one really has nothing in it. Alright, so I'm going to get that cleaned up, new diaphragm in it and whatnot, and we'll get her going. Got a new diaphragm in, got the muffler on, the breather tube on. Now I'm going to install a gas tank. It's easier to just put the muffler on with these bolts there and there before the gas tank goes on. Gas tank installed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. The choke's hooked up. So I'll get the air cleaner on. This a little bent, so I'm going to knock the dent out of it, and we'll get that on, put some oil in it, and see if it runs. Okay, it's all together. I put a little bit of gas, not a lot in it. I'm going to take these to a friend's garage sale this coming weekend, both these machines, and probably even that, if it runs, I don't see why that won't. I'm going to put some fuel in it and see if it'll start. And I got a vacuum pump over here that I'm going to take to. I don't need 2 vacuum pumps, and that works. Alright, let's drag it outside and see if it starts and adjust the carburetor. Whoops. Adjusting screw does almost nothing, but it seems to run okay. Well, I did adjust the governor to get the RPM up, but it just doesn't idle. and I think the idle jet's plugged, so I got, or the idle circuit. So I took the idle jet mixture screw out and squirted some of this in it and put the screw back in, and I'm going to let it sit overnight. In the meantime, the little ground thing that shuts the engine off doesn't work. So I'm going to unbolt the motor and pull the housing off and see if the wire is disconnected from the magneto. This is why the engine wouldn't shut off. This wire pushes on the little terminal right here on the coil. Doesn't go on there very well. That's probably why it won't shut off. Alright, so I'll get that on and get the motor bolted back on. Alright, I got the wire back on, and I kind of pulled that wire out and looked at it, make sure none of the insulation was compromised. You know, maybe I thought maybe somebody might have unplugged it because it had no spark because that was off, but I don't see any issues with the wire all the way to the carburetor. So we'll throw it back together. Alright, this is what you hear rattling is that. But it hunts a little at idle, but it runs alright. I'm okay with it. And the shutoff works too. When you pull it back now, the shutoff shuts off. So I'm going to see if I can get $100 for it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed my video. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.